Yeah, definitely. And I think that Serbia Australia game can go either way just because I'm real big on Josh Giddey's game and he's looked like he's playing with confidence and he has like
You're
the
real big
free
on his game?
not the game that he outside of the court. The
No,
game
I know.
outside of
Yeah, no, well, I was never going there. Yeah, anyways, but
that's not what
okay,
you meant. I was about to say, nah, the Giddey game is crazy. The Giddey game is the
yeah,
Giddey game
yeah.
is a little different. Yeah, his game is a little illegal in some states.
In
But
every state,
no. There's more states. I think 16 and 18.
it's illegal in every state, man. No, I ain't going for that
I'm telling you,
technicality
bro.
shit. I know it is, but like
It's
in
yeah,
my
it's
in my
no,
head,
yeah. I can be in New Jersey and still it's a no. It's a hard no for a
mhm.
17-year-old. But it's a no for an 18-year-old. They're like 18 is still, yeah. But yeah. That's what I thought you meant by the Giddy game.
No, no,
But
I was more so, yeah, like I don't know, I just like obviously like
yeah,
he's flashes, but I think like the
he can
he can't
play.
shoot.
He can play. He can play. He's 6'8" and he can handle. So if you 6'8" and you can handle, you could damn near at his frame, he can get to anywhere on the court. Because the guards is he's bigger than every guard. He got big hands, he got good control of the ball. If he gets the ability to hit an open three, which he's shown the capability to do from time in and time out, just his confidence was off last year with all the shit going on in the media, kind of like how Deshaun Watson's was when you got some weird shit going on in the media. You got stands, people holding up fucked up signs saying, hey, you did this, you did that. Of
Mhm.
course, that's going to mess with your mental. You got to be Kobe level of mental fortitude to make it through that, like Kobe did in '06 when he had the case. But yeah, but Giddey and Deshaun Watson, they not built like that. But yeah, but he can get to anywhere on the court and he can see the game. He has a real good feel for passing the ball.
Mhm.
If he could step it up on defense, I think that's the next key to really elevating his game, the shooting, and then him being better on defense because he's got the size, he's got the athleticism, and his passing ability in certain ways. I don't want to go crazy here. When I first saw him, I'm like, okay, this guy kind of got that. He can run the show like almost like a John Stockton type. I'm telling you, yeah. I know it's a stretch, but you gonna see when he's in Chicago, he is going to run the show. That is the perfect place. There's
I don't,
no other.
I don't, no, I don't know if he's gonna run the show because they got Kobe White in there, and
Kobe
Kobe White
White is a
hoops.
scorer. Kobe White is a scorer.
Yeah, but he can play make a little bit to where he's gonna have the ball in his hands, and then Zach LaVine's still gonna be on the roster too, and
He
they don't
is
know what.
a scorer. He's a
But that
scorer.
I understand that, but those guys at the end of the day take touches away from Giddey, whether or not they're passers or scorers. They demand touches. They demand touches on the ball specifically.
But these are two guys that Giddy, they don't you don't look at them as pick and roll geniuses, pick and roll guys. They're like guys who get the ball in the break and go. Kobe
Yeah.
White's an isolation guy. He'll dance with you. He can step back. He'll blow right
Mhm.
by you. Zach LaVine, you already know he does. He don't need no screens. And he can shoot. He can be a catch and shoot guy. He can do pretty much everything in his offensive game. So he'll run the wing with Giddy. Yeah, he'll run. Yeah, trust me,
I
it's gonna
think
be. There's no there's nobody as ball dominant as Shea Gilgis on that team.
Yeah, I think my thing with Giddey is I don't doubt his ability to put up some numbers, and I'm just wondering whether that those numbers are going to translate to impact on the court in terms of translating to team success and then specifically playoff success, because I know, especially when you get into a playoff setting, it's going to be a lot. We already saw that it's easy to scheme against him, even if he has the ball um, and he's having touches and he's running the offense. He has a glaring weakness in his game. And so obviously when you get to the playoff setting, it becomes a lot easier to exploit those weaknesses.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. He's gonna have his opportunity, but I have questions about whether his impact is gonna translate to team success, specifically if you're gonna give him the keys to the offense. Like, I don't know what the ceiling of a Josh Giddey led team is. I don't think it's very high as it is now, but we'll see what happens in the future.
There's no Josh Giddy led team. He's
As the primary ball handler still though,
yeah.
is my he doesn't have to be the best player, but he's the primary ball handler.
I think he could be the primary ball handler on a playoff team.
I think maybe on like a playing team, maybe, but I don't think it's anything past that right now with where he's at.
Yeah, no, he definitely has, like you said, he has weaknesses with the jump shot and then also the defense. But his size and his handle at 6'8" is extremely rare. You don't see guys at that. He's 6'8". He's
Hmm.
6'8". So he can just put smaller guys. You see him take guys in the post, put smaller guys on the hip, and getting to the rim doing finger rolls from the free throw line. Have you been watching FIBA? He doing his
Hmm.
thing. So I'm saying this. I would not be surprised if Australia beat Serbia. I'm not be
Yeah,
surprised
I
at
mean,
all.
they have some guys. They got Patty Mills, still old ass is still in there, and when he gets into FIBA play, he turns into Steph Curry. And then they got who else do they got? Dyson Daniels.
He can
They
play.
got Josh Green. They got Jock Landale.
Play.
Um,
Yeah, they got guys that can
they
play.
got some guys that can play. So well, yeah, that should be a good matchup. I'm looking forward to France versus Canada too. I think that'll be a fun one.
France versus Canada is going to be really good. I'm surprised that that's one of the games going on in this round. Yeah, that's good for America. Get one of them out of there because yeah,
I
they're
think, but
both
yeah, because France hasn't looked good so far in the group stages because they had their guard play is awful.
trash. Yeah, they just got Gobert and Wemby, and Wemby's playing way too cute for my liking right now. But I think it's because he's playing
Gobert's
on the court
clock
with
playing,
Gobert.
so
Exactly, but still, he's playing. He should be putting everything in the rim. Absolutely, he
yeah, he
should
doesn't
be.
have the frame yet to do that, and especially in FIBA where they allow more physicality,
Yeah,
it's
they
easy to
they
knock him off
allow.
his spot right now.
Yeah, FIBA definitely allows a little bit more bump and run.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is more physical. So yeah, but it's yeah, Steph Curry definitely is struggling, and I think it might be the pressure of this because you're playing Team USA. You haven't been on an Olympic team yet. It's your first time. You're not gonna go to the bench. The way he's been playing, he should be on the bench. He should be, but you got your Steph Curry. We're playing with Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's not ever in his right mind gonna fucking bench Steph Curry in the Olympics. And I think this just goes to show this is Steph Curry is I don't look at Steph Curry as a clutch player.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I can see what you mean by that. Compared to other all-time great players, I would agree with that. He's
But
had moments for sure, but yeah, I mean, comparatively to like other borderline top 10 players,
and
I see
and
what
here here's when I hopped off the Steph Curry train. I was the biggest Steph Curry guy. I remember watching him in Davidson. I had a basketball court attached to my door in my room. I used to shoot like Steph Curry, the weird little wind up shot. I remember when Steph Curry was the last superstar in NCAA when NCAA made basketball games. You could play with Steph Curry, Davidson. I don't know. You might be a little too young for that, Keat.
I didn't play that game, I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that was they need to bring NCAA basketball back. But Steph Curry he was a little guy. He could shoot, and I just want to fast forward from that to here's the moment he had 2016. You go 73-9. You have the best season ever. Uh,
Kevin Love play?
not the Kevin Love play. You got to finish off that season. You have to
Are you talking
finish
about
off
the
that.
series as a whole?
Yeah, regardless, put blank faces in front of them against their opponents. You have to finish off that season. That season is for the taking. They do that. You're cemented as the greatest team ever. Uh, but yeah, but just seeing him do that, the way he played down the stretch of that series against the Cavs, yeah, LeBron and Kyrie played fucking some of the greatest basketball you're ever going to see.
Hmm.
But just watching him kind of just his asshole get microscopic size, like it was eye opening. I was like, damn, like this the moment was too big for him.
Yeah, and I
Too
think it's
much
funny.
pressure.
I think it's a little funny, like just because the way that gets talked about compared to Braun in 2011 is like so drastically
Totally different.
different.
Totally
But
different.
they're
Two
but the
different scenarios.
performances were very
No,
similar.
was not similar. Was not similar at all. No,
I mean, Brandon is like I don't
can't
know,
say
bro.
that. Braun was still tiptoeing. Braun was still D Wade. This you right? Show us how to. Instead of just Braun, you go Steph was already the man. I'm two-time unanimous MVP, doing his
Hey,
Harlem Globetrotter shit.
Draymond was bailing his ass out in that game seven, though. He was deferring.
Yeah, that's
Draymond had like
unacceptable.
30 point triple double in the game seven, if I remember
That's
correctly.
unacceptable. And then coming off the year where your man's where Steph ain't even get to Finals MVP. The year
Mm-hmm.
before, he didn't even get to Finals MVP. What the fuck we doing?
Yep.
You supposed to get that. That's easy. Jason Tatum, you supposed to get that. That's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry has one Finals MVP, one,
Mm-hmm.
and four championships. That's fucking insane. That's unacceptable. So I'm saying, if if you that Steph is a top five point guard of all time, he's a top 10 basketball player of all time.
Yeah, he's probably
I'm not,
top two point guard all time.
yeah. I'm gonna just say top five because some old head Bob Cousy with, you know what I mean. So I don't even want to, get
Bob
into
Cousy's
that.
nasty. If you think Bob Cousy's better than Steph Curry, you
I'm telling you, there's a white man in norms or Corkies that will fight you to the death.
they would have put Steph Curry back in the 50s and 60s, and they would have banned
Yeah,
him. They would have
yeah,
banned him basketball. They would have
yeah,
banned him.
yeah. He would have been in the Salem witch trials. I understand, but yeah, but like that reminded me of like the beginning of Avatar, where the cartoon, not the James Cameron movie, where it's like, and when they needed him the most, he vanished.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the what I get. That's kind of what sums up Steph Curry's clutch gene to me.